Hey everybody, it's Alan, and I hope you are doing well. Today's video I'm dedicating to my sister Linda, whose birthday was this past weekend. Happy birthday, sis. Hope you enjoy this. Linda is a huge Allman Brothers, Grateful Dead, and Leonard Skinner fan, not necessarily in that order. She still talks about them with great fandom to this very day, and I can thank her for taking me to my first Grateful Dead concert. I was, 12, 13, 14 years old, and I got to see Grateful Dead play with Bob Dylan, and they had Los Lobos opening up for them at Foxborough Stadium with 70,000 Deadheads, as I was probably not even a teenager, with a stadium filled with secondhand smoke of various substances, and needless to say, it was quite life-altering for me, and so I got to thank Linda for that one. All three of my sisters had somewhat similar musical tastes, but they did vary in somewhat different ways. And so I'd like to say that my house was full with a massive variety of a musical tapestry. That really came into being when my friend Danny came into my life, and he introduced me to all these amazing guitar players and musicians that I probably wouldn't have heard if it weren't for him. But the foundation was set by my three sisters, and I really do focus in on Linda loving the Allman Brothers, the Grateful Dead, and Leonard Skinner for my fandom for those three particular artists. Anyway, with that said, I've chosen an Allman Brothers song to pay tribute to my sister. It's the song Old Friends, which is really a wonderful showcase of the dueling slide guitars of Warren Haynes and Derektrucks. So without further ado, here's Old Friend by the Allman Brothers.
You know, hard times, just an old friend to me. I said hard times, just an old friend to me. Tell me now, old friend, oh, when you gonna let me be? Can't you feel the cold wind howling down, blowing my song? Can't you feel the cold wind is howling down, blowing my song? Well, I ain't an old man, oh, but you know my time ain't long. Gonna be a hard rain, hear it in the distance, sounds so near. Gonna be a hot rain. Can't you hear it in the distance? Sounds so near. People, when the rain comes, oh, it's gonna wash us all away from here. People, won't you tell me what can she be? Mean old woman. Oh, people, won't you tell me what can she be? She's the only woman, oh, that ever meant a damn to me. You know, hard times is just an old friend to me. I said hard times, just an old friend to me. Tell me now, old friend, oh, when you gonna let me be? Tell me now, old friend, oh, when you gonna let me be? Tell me now, old friend, when you gonna let this poor man be?
Woo! Damn. Two friggin' ridiculous slide players playing next to each other. Yeah, I know the rest of the Allman Brothers weren't really overly involved in the band, except for probably sitting in the control room and just watching Warren and Derek play play to each other. But I just love the thought of the song title, Old Friend. I've been a little nostalgic lately. I've seen a couple of videos pop up online of a guy named Bob who used to play guitar and rhythm guitar and sing in a cover band I was in back in the early 90s. And it was such a fun time. And I kind of think to myself, God, if I could go back and just jam with some of my old buddies one more time. You know, I'm 3,000 miles away from there. And so it's been a long time since any of us played together. But I kind of do it in a heartbeat, and it makes me nostalgic and kind of makes me want to, you know, take a vacation and let everybody know and get together in somewhere and just have a jam session. But I don't know if that's going to happen. It's never too late, but it's been a long time. You know, the thing about the term old friend, there's a whole bunch of different things you can think about, but what it had me thinking about in this particular video is thinking about how music can be an old friend. It's such a time portal if you really think about it. You listen to a song and it carries you back to a previous time, a previous year, a previous experience. You know, it's sort of like some people talk about, oh, they taste a food and it brings them right back to their grandmother's house or their home growing up, or a date they were on with their girlfriend or wife, or whatever the case may be. You know, food is memories. Well, music is memories too, and it's an incredibly potent memory in the sense that, you know, when certain songs come on, it just takes you right back to, you know, high school, or, you know, graduation, or a family reunion, or a concert you went to, or a date you had, or whatever experience that brings it in. And, you know, you can get nostalgic, you can get happy, you can get sad. You know, a song can make you remember somebody that you lost, or somebody that you're thrilled to see again. Or in my case, you know, thinking about jamming with buddies that I had, you know, 25, 30 years ago. And so to me, you know, I got friends, but I think music is my best friend, because it is something that is a constant in my life. No matter what I do, no matter where I go, music is a cornerstone in general for who I am as a person. It is so central to my entity, to my being, that it is very much my best friend. And it never fails to you know, connect to me emotionally. You know, it might not be every song, but it's every moment in my life I can connect to a song or a musical style or a feeling. When I pick up a guitar, I can play a particular way, whether I'm happy, sad, mad, you know, silly, stupid, goofy, whatever the case may be. There's music that suits that particular feeling and or a memory. If I get nostalgic about, you know, my friend, like my friend Bob, who I was talking about earlier, like if I sit there and listen to Chris Rea's Road to Hell, I automatically go to thinking about Bob singing that song when we would sort of jam it out in the band. When I hear the Allman Brothers, or the Grateful Dead, my brain straight goes to my sister Linda and good times and car rides and things that we've had, you know, shared over the years. When I think of the Atlanta Rhythm Section song Spooky, I go right to that Chevy Citation and riding down the road with my sister Barbara, which is the car I was in the first time I heard that song. You know, if I think about the band Jellyfish, I remember sitting in the music store I used to manage in Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, and listening to Jellyfish with my buddy Joe Pescia. You know, Alan Holdsworth automatically brings up memories of my friend Dan Stearns. And it's just the transportation that it can bring to a person. It's incredibly magical. You know, you hear a particular thing. I'm sitting there in the grocery store today, and the song from the Greatest American Hero pops up on the overhead in the grocery store. You know, I'm listening to Believe It or Not, I'm Walking on Air. And I automatically flashed back to, you know, 1980, 82, 83, and being in junior high school or something like that. And for some reason, it just evokes so many memories, and that's the magic of it all. And no matter what point you are in your life, there's a song that fits it. You just have to open your ears to it, and it will present itself. It will always do that, no matter what you do. It is truly the universal language, which, you know, if you think about it, that's why when NASA sent out a space probe into the universe, they put a solid gold disc on there that was a record that played music and speeches and stuff like that. Why? Because the music can theoretically could connect with other entities throughout the universe. Music is an audible thing that is understandable by so many, and you don't have to speak the language to play music with one another. You don't. You just have to, you know, play music. Simple as that. You can listen to music, and it doesn't matter if you speak English or Japanese or German or you know, Portuguese or whatever it is. You know, music connects us all. And I've always loved that about it. And so to me, it is one of my oldest friends. It is my best friend, at least non-human friend. I don't know. I've gone off on a tangent again. Anyway, happy birthday to my sister Linda. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Please feel free to leave a comment in the comments section. Wish her a happy birthday if you will. And just know that I appreciate all of you and I wish you well. Take care.